Hey, we're here at Aquatica today, and I actually brought some friends who I'm going to introduce you to. But just got here, it's about 12:30 in the afternoon, and we're in overflow parking. Aquatica is massive. It probably took us a good 30, maybe 40 minutes to actually get into parking alone. So don't be discouraged, they still have parking, but it's slow going. So let me introduce you to my friends with me today.
Hi.
Hello. So I met this couple here at Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios on the opening day of Toy Story Land, and they were absolutely fantastic. So they have a channel. You want to tell us what your channel is?
Park Hopping Mad.
Park Hopping Mad. So I'm going to put a link to them down below. Please visit their channel. They're fantastic. And that was literally your second day of your channel.
That's right.
So you guys are brand new, and they're fantastic. So we all decided to come here today to Aquatica together and kind of interview each other and talk about the parks. And you want to give everyone your names?
She's Zena.
And he's Mike.
All right.
Fantastic. All right,
Kept it straight.
let's go into Aquatica. All right, we're finally in. We got past security and bag check and everything. Welcome to Aquatica. Here's part of the lazy river. Now this is the slow lazy river, which is really nice, and actually part of it goes underneath the dolphin tank here and by an aquarium as well. So it's actually kind of nice. This line, this ride actually goes through the dolphin tank, and you end up going through these clear tubes. Now the line for this is always really, really long, and you don't get to see any of the dolphins inside the tubes. It's way, way too fast. One wristband. So what we're doing here for people watching is we're getting a wristband and linking our credit card to it, so we don't have to carry our credit card all over the park and use it to buy stuff. Very convenient thing to do.
Okay for you?
Yeah.
You're all set.
Thank you. Tell us about the wristbands and why it's a great idea.
Well, what they let you do is you can link cash or a credit card to a wristband, so that way you don't have to carry your wallet with you around or have to worry about getting it from your locker each time you want to buy something. So it's pretty convenient and just a good idea to have.
Yep, definitely get your workload or your mass down, so it's good. Don't want to carry a lot of stuff around in the water park, especially.
Right, and even with waterproof compartments, there's no guarantee that that might pop up and you can lose your credit card or your ID. So having the wristband just makes it a lot more secure.
I'm paranoid about that kind of stuff, yeah.
Absolutely.
Security.
So this is the line for the lazy river. It goes way back there, comes to here, and then it continues on to where you actually pick up the inner tubes here. This is always a very, very long line. Now, I've said time and time again that Aquatica is probably my favorite water park here in Orlando. And it's crowded today, really crowded. I feel this is actually more crowded than Typhoon Lagoon was last weekend. The reason why is it's not very expensive to get in, and there's a ton of things to do in here, and it's actually a really good water park. 2 lazy rivers. We're looking, the lazy river line is massive. The life preserver vests are all depleted. So we're gonna walk around today and see what we can and can't do today. There's a couple things that we absolutely want to try. So if the lockers at the front of the park are either completely filled to capacity or too busy for you, if you go to the right of the lockers and continue around, you'll come to these lockers here, and they're usually far less crowded, far less busy, and the jumbo lockers usually sell out quickly at the front of the park, but often you can still get them here. So that's something to consider. Currently, we're actually on a quest for food here. We went over to where the buffet was, and I mean, the prices were, I guess, okay, but I kind of wanted the buffet, all you can eat. And then right behind me here is the kid area, and this is amazing. So this is always packed with children. kind of wish they had like a kid area that adults could go in and enjoy as well, because this looks like a lot of fun. This is actually my favorite thing to do here at Aquatica. This is the fast lazy river. So just throw a life vest on and float down. My favorite thing to do here is watch people try to get out, because it's moving so fast sometimes it's really hard. Behind me is the mango market, and the line goes completely around the side of the building here. So one thing to keep in mind is either eat before you get here, which is going to save you some money, but the lines for the food in Aquatica are often quite long, and it's if you're really hungry, probably better to eat someplace else first. Now I find that in the late afternoons that the lines die down quite a bit. Usually around 2 to 3 o'clock, it's a little bit easier to go get food. But this is around noon, 1 o'clock, and this is prime lunchtime, so the lines are to be expected. All right, so we're still on a quest for food, and we decided to go back where the buffet used to be because it seemed the line there was less.
Yeah.
So when you guys come to Aquatica, what are some of your favorite things to do here?
Tomato racers. We like to call them tomato racers. Way bigger than.
Oh yeah, that's where you have you race each other down. I absolutely love that.
Zena is very competitive, so it's a great one for her. I love it too.
Oh, awesome. And then, which lazy river do you guys prefer, the fast one or the slow one?
Honestly, I'd say the fast one. We really liked Rose Rapids. It was only our first time being at the park, but we really liked it a lot.
And for clarification, this is actually your second time at Aquatica, so you guys are fairly new to Aquatica.
That's right.
Awesome. So there's the racers over there. You can see the slide ahead of us. That's actually the racers that we were just talking about. And that's a fun one to go on. And you actually go off at the same time and race each other down. So maybe we can see it as we walk by. Yep, there they go. So this is the overall layout of Aquatica. So we came in over where they have the drop-in plunge. So this is over here where the dolphin swim is. So we came in this way here. We walked past that. Here's the line to get into that. This was the Loggerhead Lane. This is the lazy river that kind of swoops around. The lazy river here isn't very big. This is the lazy river that most people like. This is the rapid ones, Rose Rapids. I absolutely love that lazy river. And then over here in the back, they have the drop slides and they have the big surf shores. Now the surf area there is pretty fun. We were over here at Mango Market. Now we're back over here to the Banana Beach area, and that's where we're gonna have lunch. So it's absolutely not a buffet. Everything's individually priced, but it's actually probably a better situation if you have all-day dining, because at that price you can pretty much just get anything that you want and go from there. So you can get a dessert, an entree, and so forth. I think they limit an entree and a dessert and a beverage at time of purchase. You can't just like fill it up, and then you can always come back and get more with your all-day dining. Got cupcakes, chocolate chip cookies, and carrot cake. So you see, everything is actually $3.89. We found out the price of the carrot cake is also $3.89. The confusion is sometimes there's 4 cookies and sometimes there's 3 cookies. So I guess for $3.89, it depends on how hungry you are. All right, so we finally got all of our lunches. We got a nice salad over there. Now salads are entrees and you get a side, so he got a, looks like potato salad. And she got a pulled pork sandwich where you put the barbecue sauce on after the fact, and mac and cheese. And then I've got half a chicken with mac and cheese and carrot cake. How is your barbecue sandwich?
It's good. It's nice and tender. It's juicy. It's got nice flavor. I haven't tried it with the bread yet.
Oh, you haven't done the sandwich bite yet. All right, moment of truth. How's the salad here?
Well, salad essentially being lettuce. I have eaten 1 piece of lettuce. It's very good, very fresh.
Very lettucey.
Yeah, I think the rest is really going to be good because it's going to have more flavor than just the lettuce. Let's try the chicken.
But is there dressing on that, or?
There's no dressing on it. I don't think they include anything on it. I didn't even look for dressing yet. I'll try it fresh first. Let's see how moist it is.
Good plan.
One bean, one chicken.
Normally I would take a bite of the chicken, show you, but the GoPro I have makes it hard to do because it's a hand strap. The chicken here was actually really good. It was very juicy, which is not what I'm used to. At theme parks, it usually dries out and becomes like leather.
This isn't the worst thing.
Mac and the cheese was just okay. If I was gonna buy something here again, I probably wouldn't go mac and cheese. I would probably go with potato salad or macaroni salad. I had carrot cake before in the past at SeaWorld, and this is SeaWorld owned, so I'm assuming it's the same bakery, and the carrot cake's usually really good. So tell me about your salad. You got dressing.
I had to hunt the dressing down. But the salad is pretty good without the dressing. I just do want a little extra flavor. It's black beans, quinoa, corn, lettuce, and chicken.
Awesome.
It's pretty tasty. It's very fresh. Like I said, even without the dressing, it's pretty good. But I just want the extra dressing. Had to hunt it down though. So customer service here was a little lacking.
Gotcha.
But I know they're trying hard.
Overall experience with your barbecue pork or pulled pork?
It was good. The meat was nice and juicy. It was flavorful. We were kind of thinking that maybe they ran out of bones, so that's how we ended up with the pita group. But so that kind of fell apart when I went to eat it because of the juiciness. But it was pretty good. And the mac and cheese was okay. It was a little dry, I think, just from being under the heat for a while. But overall, not bad.
Awesome.
Filled me up.
What are we gonna do first, guys?
I think we might go to a lazy river. Not sure if it's going to be Roa's Rapids with all of the activity. Not sure if we're going to be able to get a life vest. But Zena and I, our general routine when we come to a water park is after lunch. We might ride a couple of rides first. We didn't today. But then we'll have lunch, work up the appetite, have lunch, and then go to the lazy river, float around a little bit so we're not being very active and getting cramps.
Yeah, good plan.
Cramps, and you have to say it like that. Cramps.
Cramps! Got cramps! That's awesome. So I guess we'll figure it out momentarily. We're almost done with lunch. So we're about finished with lunch. We're almost done. We might hit a lazy river. We just don't know which lazy river we're gonna hit first. I guess you're gonna have to wait and watch, huh? We'll find out. All right, we're gonna do the fast rapid river, lazy river first. So we got our life vest. So if they don't have a life vest on the racks, come down to the entrance and you'll see there's life vests on the rocks everywhere. So just come into the water, grab your life vest there, and then enter the fray. We're about to go in. I absolutely love this lazy river. This is awesome. It's so fast. You circle around really, really quickly. Strangely, there's no real actual waterfalls in the fast lazy river here. And I remember in the past I've said almost every lazy river has a waterfall. This doesn't. It has lots of fountains, but this one is tremendously fun. This is so much fun. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
It's like my favorite thing.
Right side, Trey.
And we're floating. Crowded wise, it's really not bad. I don't feel like I'm bumping into everybody. And the fast rapid lazy river is actually not only a lot of fun, but it's really easy just to come in. Some people go in without a life vest. I prefer having the life vest predominantly because of the fact that I can just relax. I'm not trying to tread water and I don't have to put my feet down. It's just a lot more fun. All right, exiting the fast lazy river here. I think we went around about 2 or 3 times. That was a lot of fun. Now let's actually find some slides and enjoy the rest of the day at the park. So we're in line for a Walhalla Wave, and I thought I would ask you guys a couple of questions while we're in line here. So you guys have been to Blizzard Beach, you've been to Typhoon Lagoon, and here in Aquatica. Out of the three, not because you haven't been to Volcano Bay yet, what is your favorite park?
Probably Blizzard Beach.
You really? That's your favorite?
I think so. Downhill double dipper.
The toboggan races.
Yes.
Oh, the toboggan races. I see.
Trying to read mine. It's a competition thing, the toboggan.
Yeah.
It's like that one, so I could do that all day long.
So we're looking forward to the tomato racers or tomato racers here at Aquatica also. And they're very fun as well, but they're kind of halfway in the dark. I think we kind of like those kinds of slides out in the open a little more, but it's all fun. My favorite park also is Blizzard Beach, probably overall. Some days maybe Typhoon Lagoon. Aquatica here is a little newer to us. Has a lot of the same kind of elements, a lot of the same kind of vegetation, a lot of crotons and stuff. But it feels a little more cramped and all here in Aquatica. It's still very pretty and all. We really like the theming at the other parks, especially Blizzard Beach. The summertime Winterland, sort of like the golf course next to it. It's a really cool concept.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So of all the three, so Blizzard Beach is your favorite of the three?
I would say Aquatica would be my second place.
Really? Interesting. Awesome. You just heard that their favorite of the three parks, water parks, is Blizzard Beach. My personal opinion is that's my least favorite of the three water parks. My first favorite is really a cross-up between Typhoon Lagoon and Aquatica. There's aspects of Aquatica I like the most. I like the rapid, lazy river. There's aspects of here that I really enjoy. Aesthetically pleasing of all the three parks, I prefer Typhoon Lagoon. I think that's the prettiest of the three. And Blizzard Beach just really didn't do it for me. I enjoyed it. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but of the three, it's my least favorite. But, you know, that's why you need multiple different reviews. You can't just rely on what I like. Having other points of view is important. We made it all the way to the top of the ride. We're literally 5 steps from getting on the ride, and lightning within 5 miles has struck, and now all of us have to go all the way back downstairs and get away from the tower. Yeah, literally 5 steps from going on the ride. So here we are. You can see how close we were to getting on the ride before lightning struck. So when you come to water parks here in Orlando, you really have to expect what's going on right now. Summertime is our hurricane season in Orlando, and this is when we get a lot of tropical storms. Orlando is the lightning capital of the world. There are more lightning strikes in this area than any place else, and because of that, water parks especially, all the rides will close at the drop of a hat. One of the things you have to keep in mind is that when you're looking at the water parks, we got all the way up to the top of the water park, and then lightning struck within 5 miles. The moment lightning strikes within 5 miles, everybody's off the ride, everyone's off the tower. So, and we can hear thunder right now. Storms roll into Orlando very, very quickly. It could be crystal clear skies, and then within 10 minutes, storm clouds and torrential downpour and lightning strikes. So if you're concerned about not enjoying your day because of weather, be very cautious when it comes to water parks. You have to expect this. So we're standing in line to get some Dole Whip here. Well, not really Dole Whip, but close enough. And the people behind us have all these beautiful Disney themed fingernails. Look at this. This is crazily awesome. My God, I love it. What do we do when we're in Orlando and it's raining and we're at a theme park and we can't do anything? We get ice cream, of course. So here at Aquatica, they have their version of the Dole Whip in a waffle cone. So right now it's a torrential downpour outside and nobody wants to get wet at a water park. So we're gonna wait out the rain. We're gonna have some ice cream, and as you can see, Other people had the same idea. It's pretty crowded in here. But we're gonna have fun. All right, so the rain's kind of stopped now. We get a little bit of mist and a little of it drops now, but the weather's still pretty rough. But because the weather's incremental and the fact that lightning is still striking, all the rides are still closed. So right now it's just kind of walking around. We're not getting it was downpouring. We had a torrential downpour. So here's the wave pool here. And you can see everything is closed right now as we're waiting for the weather to pass. The nice thing about Orlando is it will pass in time. The question is do you want to wait? What did you guys think today? Do you guys have a good time? Even though we really didn't go on any rides.
No, it was fun.
Yeah, we really literally went on 0 actual rides outside of the Rose Rapids, but
that's fun in itself. So
well, that is the most fun.
we had food, so
Oh yeah.
and we had good company.
Oh,
right.
I appreciate it. You guys had, I enjoyed your company.
Orlando, is it? Thank you, Rob.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Park hopping mad. These guys are awesome.
due to
Ditto.
What you see before you is the inner tube graveyard. It has often been sought after, and we have found the location, finally. So we had a great time today at Aquatica. A lot of fun. We didn't get to ride any rides. The weather was so bad that we almost got to the top of that. We were literally 5 steps away and the ride closed. But we had a good time. We had lunch. The food was actually pretty decent. We got to walk around the park. The lazy river, which we did get to do, was a blast. But the weather kind of, you know, did us in. Realistically, if I had to pay to get in, the weather would have made me a lot more upset, but we're all pass holders, so we can come back whenever we want. Realistically, when it comes to it, I love this park. This is a lot of fun. We hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe. And please visit my friends, Park Hopping Mad.
Hi, I'm Daisy, I'm from England. Hi, I'm Emily and I'm from England. Hi, I'm Belinda, I'm from England.
And I'm Steve, I'm from Margate, Kent in England.
Make sure you subscribe to the Orlando Wizards. Woo!